the lactate didn't build too much, and I was able to press and squeeze that last one.
And can you describe the last 100 metres? What was going through your mind? And in that moment, when you crossed the line and you knew you'd done it?
I was super present in it, and I did slow down a little bit, and that was on me. But I got to the line as quickly as I could. I thought, my best day I could probably be a couple of seconds under it, and today I was half a second under it, and that was probably me just soaking it in that last 100 or so. But the splits were great early. They flowed through the middle, and I'd squeezed that last one. And, that's what needed to be done, and I was setting PBs all around the place, so we had a good time.
And last one from me, what does it mean to do it here in London in front of that crowd and the history of British mile running?
Yeah, I think, if I want to go out and run a world record, you can do that anywhere in the world, but if you want to affect a generation and do it for your people, then you have to do it at your home. And, to be able to have an incredible Diamond League here that had an amazing crowd, and people that hopefully will take that performance to their local clubs and affect some coaching staff and parents to bring their kids down to the local running tracks. I will try and be available for them over the next couple of weeks for the Commonwealth Games, and that's what the legacy I want to leave. Thank you.
Congrats on a 15 PB.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. 3:27.5. There's been lots of talk about the physical fatigue. What about the mental fatigue? Like what you've put in the last 3 months for this?
Yeah, it's not registered yet. I think the
It's what you put in, it's what your team's put in, it's everything, and you couldn't do you more proud than you did then. And the effort you put in emotionally to do this. How many times can you do that in a career?
It's hard. I think it's always tough, but that's all of me. That's everything I've ever wanted to do. It's a hard job, but you're not bulletproof, and the sport is hard. Every sport is difficult. Everyone's going through their battles, but that's all I had to do.
Yeah. Do you feel kind of more excited if you can turn your attention back to championship running? Does that feel easier after having focused on something like this? How do you compare the two efforts?
It's a good balance, I think. Having Yard in there, what an incredible athlete he is, and I peeked at him in the first 100, and I was like, all right, let's jump on and let's get to work a little bit. And so it was a balance. I was working against the clock. I was working against him a little bit, and he's such an incredible athlete, and he brought the best out of me as well today. So yeah, there's some great 1500 guys right now on the circuit, and there's a couple that are working their way back. So this event will get back to its best, and hopefully we can continue to make battles and put together performances like that.
Well, there's only one guy that's run 2:22 though, so
yeah, that's true. As of right now, hopefully, I know that's going to rile some boys up. So it's going to be a great event to watch all the way through the games.
Did you realise you'd broken the British record for 1500 during the race?
I did. That's why I was so slow last 100. I was absolutely no, it was great. I said if I can see anything in the 27s through the split, I'll be a happy man. And I told my parents the same thing. I said if you see 46, you see 27, you know that I've got it, and I just lift your knees, get to the line.
So you saw the clock as well while you were running?
I only came up for air about 2 or 3 times, and because I trust my pacers. So, I had a peek and I saw the lights weren't getting too far ahead of me, and I knew I was going to have to be on the attack in that last 600. So, yeah, there was a couple times that I saw splits that I needed, and they were coming to me. I wasn't fighting too much for them.
Yeah, can I just ask you, so I spoke to some of the other guys who were in the race with you, and they just for what they described as their grips were shaking because of the noise of the stadium. What did it feel like that today?
I've been lucky enough to be in some pretty incredible stadiums. Today was the best experience of my life. Paris in 2024 was very similar, where we've hyped up a race for so long, and I was able to go in there and battle for my life. And I think those are the moments that you're going to remember for the rest of your life. And that last 100, it was absolutely bouncing in here, and hopefully it was fun for everyone to have a good time. But I had to show up and do my job. I've been promising an effort, an all-out effort. That's what I was able to do today. But to call it the exact time, that's just marketing block, I think, a little bit. But again, my people did their job, and I just need to turn up and do mine today.
One more from me, you've obviously had such an amazing day. 99% of people in the world don't know what it feels like to be the best in the world. So tell us what it feels like.
It's a relief. It's going to take it some time to sink in. I think just watching it back will allow me to watch it and be proud of myself. I think right now it's just like a whirlwind of emotion, and just wanting to get to my people and celebrate with them. And it was mostly them. I was just out there doing my job. I've had a great time out here. They've had the stressful time, and I've put them through the ringer over the last couple of months, definitely. And we've had smooth camps, and they've done their job incredibly well. But their job is way harder than mine. I just had to go out there and work for 3 minutes, and I've had a good time. But they've just had to stress for months and months.
So for me, what does this mean to you outside of sport and athletics? Because it's such a mental mountain to get to the point where you're the best, not just in the world currently, but the best there's ever been.
Wrapping your head around that takes some time. I think that was the first one for me. Working with my performance coach Jose, who was able to come over to the UK with me and work on things. I met with him every single morning. And it's about owning your space and taking up the space that you have deservingly had. It's been a tough little journey and there's a lot of pressure around it, but I just needed to know that my body was capable and my mind was ready to follow.